Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another adventure of mine. So on Automagic Adventures today, I'm kind of going to go over a little bit about boat stuff with you. I have a couple boats. This boat that I'm going to talk about today, it's a smoker craft. It's kind of my smaller, like a 15-16 foot boat. I've had it in storage for a few years. Initially I had this boat, and then you see over here, when I got the bigger boat, the Hughes craft, I stole my kicker motor. The 15 horse kicker that came with this boat, but I stole it off of the boat so I could use it as a kicker motor for the big boat. But I want to go do some river fishing. So day one, I took the boat out of my I have a little storage area where I keep it, and I went over everything and I pressure washed it all, got all the green mold and mildew or whatever's all over it. I got it all cleaned off the trailer. Inside's pretty clean. I really like this walk-through deck that it has in the middle. It also has a device for a crab. I don't even know what they call that, a David or Daviot, or I don't know, whatever it's called. Anyways, it did come, when I bought it, it came with 2 tanks. So day one, got the boat out, got it all cleaned up. Day two, went and got gas in the tanks, got it all filled up and ready to go. Made sure I had everything, the boat plug and the gas lines and everything like that. And then I noticed, though, when I plugged the boat trailer in, that the lights weren't working in the back of the boat. So here's what I did. So basically I had a bunch of old wiring, and so at first, so it's a flat 4 plug. At first the wiring kind of routed through this hole right here, and then it just followed inside the trailer all the way back. You can see there's some old wiring sticking out, and it split out and went to each side and went to those back lights. And so initially, as a like a little bit of a technician trick, what you could do is you could kind of tape, like hook the 2 wires together and then tape them together and then pull the new wire like through the trailer. I tried to do that, but inside the trailer, like the wiring was all like messed up and like getting caught up on everything, so it wasn't working. So I just decided to go on the outside of the trailer for now, just so that I have some working lights so that I can take this boat and have some fun with it. So what I did, I just basically got a little bit of plug space there. Then I've got the 4 wires running down the trailer. For now, I just have them taped. I'll probably go through and do, some kind of a zip tie setup. Checked and made sure that I got, still got good strap material and that the crank works. But yeah, I'm gonna go test it out. So the next thing, let's try to give it a start. You guys want to watch? Let's do it. I'm just gonna set this down right there, pointed at the, see if we can get it to run here. I'll pull the choke out, pump it with some gas. Now you don't want to do this, you don't want to start it and run it dry. Sometimes it's a good idea, though, before you take a trip to the river, normally I'd put it in the river, like back it down in a little ways and then start it. But I want to make sure that thing fires up and is going to start for me when I get to the river. So I'm gonna try to get it to fire up, and if it works, the next step is going to take it down to the river, and I'm just going to run it for a few minutes, make sure it works good. All right, looks like it's working. Press the kill switch. Well, there you have it, guys. Next step is to hook it up, go run some water through it, make sure it's circulating the water for its cooling purposes. And then next time you'll see me, I'll probably be out playing on it, doing something fun. Okay guys, so like I said, took the boat, it's down at the river. Basically I'm just dipping the tail end of that boat down into the water. I'm gonna see if I can Spider-Man my way up onto this boat, and then I'll sit in there and run it for a little bit. Man. All right, here we are. Let's get down here to the business end. Looks like we got a fair amount of rainwater. We'll have to start this up. Now, let's see. One thing I do like to do is put it through the gears as well. All I'm doing here is just, I want to run it for a little while. Just making sure it all works under a load, that it doesn't like fizzle out and die on me. And then also sometimes what I'll do too is I'll bring a separate little electric boat motor, something I can hook up if I need to, either for stealth or just as a backup plan. So also you got to make sure when you do your gas can that this is a breather thing. If you tighten that down, it keeps it from spilling gas, but it doesn't allow the gas to flow out very well. So make sure you open that up when you're running it. Then you see over here on this side that stream of water is really important. You got to have that coming out, and that just means that the boat is circulating the water through the motor, keeping it nice and cool so it doesn't have any motor problems. Well, like I expected, it did a little bit of chugging, and I'm not sure why. It's kind of running a little bit weird. For a little while it started barely going, and then now it's warmed up a little bit more. I guess truthfully it might just need a little bit of run time. We'll see. Definitely worth taking out and giving it a full-on lake trip and do some sprinting with it and make sure it works good. Nice seats here, little swivel seats for the front. Oh, that one doesn't swivel. Oh yeah, it does. Nice. Well, anyways, I don't know. What do you guys think? Hope you enjoyed this little video. One other important thing to note, anytime you go take the boat out and you run it, one important thing to do is to disconnect the gas. And what I always do is disconnect the gas and I run the gas out, so there's no gas in the motor or the carburetor or anything. I just let it run until it dies. That way there, you always have troubles with gasoline and it gets stale, or sometimes the gas will caramelize and plug up the carburetor, stuff like that. So the best thing to do is just to unhook the gas line and then run it out right before you get out of the water, just to help keep things clean and smooth. The other thing I do, if I'm out in the salt water, you always find somewhere close by or somewhere that is not salt water. You back your boat in and you rinse it. You rinse out that motor, get all that salt water out of there. Now this boat motor is running weird. Sure hope it works okay when I take it out for a real workout.